Close enough to 10 o'clock, then what do you guys think?
It's pretty close.
Pretty close?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we could start, but we can start the public hearing on amendments for 72 Love Lane. Beth?
I'm here with the owner, Jose Benio, and we are requesting an amendment to an approved landscape plan, changing the driveway material to a combination of asphalt and pavers. And it is in keeping with the other houses on Love Lane. It's also in keeping with the pavers that the town installed on Scenic Road on School Street. So it's not unusual to have the pavers run.
It's a cobblestone apron.
It's a cobblestone apron.
And it's already installed.
It's already installed.
Two of us were out at the site walk, Steve and I, so we saw the cobblestone apron. I don't know if other people had a chance to drive by and look at it.
I did.
I think the adjacent houses have as well. Is that correct?
Yes, the adjacent, actually, all the houses surrounding it, except for 84, which is still under construction. It's not on, have the cobblestones pavers.
Not the Dempsey's across the street.
The Dempsey's across, that's the house right across, has the cobblestone pavers.
No,
It's that
not
big.
the Dempsey's.
No, not the Dempsey,
Not
the one
Dempsey.
in the corner.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
The one on
Cohen.
Claridge has, that one has an apron, but the Dempsey's don't.
This is different. That's not papers stuff.
Kind of issue we had at the last meeting with this is it was not called out on the site plan.
The site
It
plan.
just, it just said paving, and we were all.
Well, and now it is. It's now bituminous concrete driveway,
Right.
but it wasn't on the
But
plan itself. It just said paving.
It just said paving, so we could understand how this would happen. And especially if there's so many of these driveways like that around it. So, but we deferred.
I find that, I find that, they're common enough, and I don't find them offensive. I find them fine. That it was not described in detail on plans before. Well, that's our problem. We should make sure that it was, if that was a concern. So I don't think that, by approving it now, that we're setting a precedent for approving, changes without permission kind of thing, because it wasn't clear.
But we're also approving an actual change to the certificate of action now.
Correct.
Where we weren't at that point.
I mean, I drove by and I didn't find, I found it completely in keeping.
In the context, yes.
Is this a little bit different than what we saw the last time we were together?
The last time, what you're looking at now is the smaller size of the Mylar that, if you approve this, because this is a change to a approved plan that's already at the registry, will be put on the Mylar.
Right.
What you looked at before was Scott Steve's drawing
Right.
of what the apron looks like on the driveway. This is actually John Hamill's plan showing the actual dimension of the pavers.
My recollection though was that the cobblestones terminated before it met the street. And in this one, it appears as if it meets the street, but I'm not seeing it right.
But I think you have to look at this because this is from the surveyor.
Okay.
So this is more like an as-built.
This is, yes.
So they terminate at the stone wall, not at the street. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And that's the way it is now.
Correct.
Right.
The only question I had is why is it as deep as it is? Usually it's a strip, like 3 feet wide, but this is like 12 feet.
Right.
Is it 12 feet? It didn't seem like it was
Yeah,
that big.
It is.
It is.
So that was my only issue.
And you base that on what the neighbors have?
No, this is a deeper than most of them are. Yeah.
Well, there's a variation to the street until the point that it's one of the houses, I think it's 100, that has the whole driveway is papers. So it was just somewhat of a recommendation from the landscape architect, and at the time when we were there and for 12 feet, I didn't think that it was that long. And again, we didn't think that it was a problem because we were trying to continue and follow the rules, of the plans that were approved by you guys a year ago. So we were in any way trying to, deviate from that. But because, like you mentioned, it's a space, because the street has so many other things, we didn't think that it was going to be a problem.
Yeah. Well, what's the consensus?
Can I move it? See if anybody votes on it?
I think that this
Do
is
that.
looking for a straw poll. I mean, it seems to me
Yeah.
that there were cobblestones of different lengths in different areas, so it's not in keeping with the neighborhood. I don't see a problem with it myself.
No problem.
Why don't you move something?
So I move to approve this change to the,
Modification to the site.
right, to the driveway, to note this 12-foot cobblestone apron.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's it, Beth.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Up to 8 minutes, not 5.
It was exactly
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Hold that.
As we said.
I don't know, it says 5 after 10
Yeah, but we
right
started
there.
at 2
Well, I certainly
minutes
started
before.
at
It says 7 after.
We did though, we kind of talked about this, it's like, because this house still has to get.
I hate the damn things. I really hate it.
Well, there's a slippery slope concept that it's a change to the site.
Right.
And we're trying to argue it wasn't a change to the site.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna make him tear it up, but on the other hand, I remember Long Lane is really a country road. It is just, it's just turned into suburbia. It's so sad, and this is just another suburban touch.
I consider it so much better looking than that.
Yeah.
Well, if the
No,
whole
no,
driveway's
it's good.
cobblestone, that's one
I think
thing.
we ought to go for it.
But-
Cobblestones,
But it's like
It's
big
the first
spats on your
thing.
shoes.
Yeah.
It's such a little.
We put those little linear strips, but you can use the whole driveway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you can do it in blacktop.
It just looks so. It looks so self-conscious. This little
Well, so it's
artificial
pretentious.
strip. It's just.
I understand, but
It's just.
but it seems like, it just seems like, wow, we're going to the mattresses, so it's like.
Like at that would be something better to pillars.
Right. But that's it for a different reason.
That's
I
right.
know, but we were saying.
Yeah, that might be right, exactly.
That's
You got a
for,
good point.
that's for a purpose. I mean, that's what you're saying.
But I'm just saying we were against that
They're
before.
not even that,
So we
from
went
now on.
around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I say that we're just great, and agreement that they're not evil and not one, they can consider, not maybe quarter strip, but full cobblestone.
That's fine.
And also for things like this, where you, rather than have gates, you put cobblestone.
Right. If there's a purpose, if it's not just this
Yeah,
thing
I
that
get what you're
says,
saying.
it's like
Okay.
having the little pillars with the big lanterns. It's just the next
Like
thing
the
is
ones with the lions.
the next thing is garden
Lions
gnomes.
rampant.
It's like a
There are
state
some
system.
lions. right?
Yeah.
What is
I mean-
that, Glen Road?
Hmm?
Is that Glen Road, there's pillars with lions on
Hey,
it?
it's okay. All right, that's good, I feel more comfortable now.
Good.
While we're talking about Lost Lane,
I think we're on firm ground.
the